In the era of modern business, companies running ERP solutions in conjunction with other software applications and hardwares and machines are often confronted with challenges like data duplications, indiscrepancies in data, to an extreme situation where people start blaming each other and it becomes a finger pointing situation. Operating an ERP solution alongside various hardware and software components demands a strategic integration approach. When integrations are either avoided or done in a very unprofessional manner, creates disastrous situation in terms of business downtime, manpower losses, and financial losses. Hello all, my name is Raman and I'm from ERP Doctor, a company dedicated to address and solve various issues and challenges related to ERP. In my experience of working with more than 300 plus customers from various industry verticals and multiple geographies, I have witnessed several instances and situations where companies and executive management have faced substantial financial losses and operational setbacks stemming out of inadequate decisions made in regards to ERP integration. There has been situations where companies or business maintain multiple software applications along with ERP, which run parallelly and data is entered in all of these systems, and there's complete chaos and there's no integration available. Or if integrated, things have turned further bad and worse. This video is more about awareness and exploring the possibilities of ERP integration with various software applications and hardwares and machines to establish an efficient business or a successful business. To keep things very simple, ERP integrations can be broadly classified into two types. Number one, integrating the ERP solution with other applications and softwares. Number two, integrating the ERP application with hardwares and machines which are used in business. Let's look in detail ERP integration with software applications used in a business. ERP integration with other softwares and applications can further be classified into four types. Number one is a straightforward integration with any kind of software application, either on-premise software application or cloud application. Some of the examples for this would be like integrating your CAD/CAM software with the ERP application, or integrating your PLM software, product lifecycle management software, with ERP, or integrating your quality management software or an HR management software. These are some examples. Further moving forward, if you're looking for examples for a cloud integration, then something like integrating your ERP with an e-invoicing application or any compliance requirement are some of the examples of integrating an ERP application with an on-premise software or application or a cloud software or application. The second type would be integrating an ERP application with e-commerce softwares or e-commerce platform. When I mean e-commerce software, the company which is running the ERP application may have an e-commerce software for themselves. Then it becomes imperative that they integrate their e-commerce application with their ERP application. Orders which are booked online on the e-commerce solution are connected to the ERP. On the other hand, if companies have an e-commerce platform where they have put up their products and services to be sold, like Amazon or Flipkart, then the integration of these platforms to your ERP application also falls under this category or type of integration. Some examples to understand this integration better, as I already told you, if you're going to integrate e-commerce platform, then the examples would be like Amazon or Flipkart. If you have your own e-commerce websites like Magento or Shopify or WooCommerce, then all of these are great examples of e-commerce integration with ERP. The third type of integration would be integration with supplier or customer entities. Now, a business or company might have a strong requirement to expose some of your ERP data either with the supplier or with the customers. In that case, you might use an web application or a mobile application which provides a window to your customer or supplier to use your ERP data and do things like place order, make inquiries, make payments, and so on. We generally call this as a supplier portal or a customer portal, through which the customers or supplier might transact with the companies who run the ERP. Or there might be a strong requirement where customers' details have to be fed into your ERP through a digital connect, like electronic data interface or electronic data exchange. So these are some of the cases where an integration is a requirement with supplier or customer entity. Some of the examples, as I already mentioned, would be like having a customer portal or a supplier portal, applications like SAP Ariba, customer recommended applications like EDI. These are few classic examples of supplier customer entity integrations. The fourth and the last one is for mobile integration. Now, with the increased usage of mobile, it becomes pretty imperative that ERP application also needs to be integrated with mobile devices. If there's a strong requirement by the users or the employees of the company to check business data or ERP data on the go, then it becomes pretty important for ERP to be integrated with mobile. Some of the functionality requirements are, there might be approval requirements, there might be alert requirements, which the users or employees would want to check it on their mobile as and when they are traveling. These are some key requirements. Or there might be requirements where you want the employees on the go to basically create inquiries, create quotations, or place orders sitting right at the customer end, or checking customer balances or pending payments. Now these are informations which can be brought forward to a mobile device, and it can be used by employees and staff to check information right on the go so that they can make decisions and they can make business processes and business transactions more efficient. Now, most of the ERP integration with software applications can be contained under this four broad type itself. Now, let's look at the other broad category, which is ERP integration with hardware and machines. In many situations, businesses or companies do require hardware devices or machine to push data to the ERP system. In both of these cases, there is a strong requirement for integrating the ERP with machines, devices, or hardware. Now, this type of integration can be further classified or categorized under 5 major categories. Number 1 is integration of ERP solution with data capturing devices. An ERP traditionally requires someone to key in data into the system. Now, data capturing devices would simply mean an electronic device or a digital device which automatically captures the data, and a manual intervention or a person or a man is not required to enter the data. Some of the examples of data capturing devices would be like a barcode scanner which can scan the information on the label and transmit it to an ERP solution, or an RFID label, or something like an optical character reader, an OCR device, which reads the number plate of vehicle and stuff like that. So businesses or companies which deals with a lot of transaction, and it becomes pretty impossible for them to manually key in data, adopt or employ and deploy data capturing devices like some of the examples I said. And integration of these devices with ERP solution in a very seamless and real-time manner is very, very critical. Second type of integration would be integrating an ERP solution with automation devices. Now, there might be information that needs to be provided from the ERP solution to an external device which would automate certain processes. For example, let us consider a PLC, programmable logical control device. You might have a business system where certain quantity of weight or a certain liter of fluid has to be dispensed into a production process. Now, in that case, ERPs can basically feed or instruct the PLC devices to release a certain quantity or to feed a certain quantity into the production process. The other type of devices might be like robotic devices, a robotic arm, robotic devices. There might be specific instructions that can come from an ERP application, like what is the job code that needs to be executed for a certain item, what are the sequence of operation that needs to be executed, these things, rather than fed manually, can come from an ERP system itself. So integrating an ERP application with automation devices is something which businesses look at when they run their manufacturing process or operations in large scale, or when they require error-proof, mistake-free, no manual intervention kind of processes. The third one is CNC machine or production machine integrations. Now, ERP applications do have the capability of maintaining a lot of data related to production. Might it be a routing sequence or job sequence and so on. Now, these can be fed from the ERP application to a respective production machine or CNC machines. And on the contrary, vital statistics like temperatures, various parameters of the processes or the jobs which are running in the manufacturing process can be automatically taken from the machine and fed into the ERP solution. So the data gets built with respect to a production order or with respect to a particular transaction, and it stays in the ERP. So in both ways, whether you want to push data from the ERP to a CNC or a production machine, or on the reverse, from CNC machine to an ERP, both of this is possible and can be achieved in a seamless real-time manner. The fourth and the last type is integration of ERP solution with connected devices. Now, this is a very recent time happenings where more and more industries have started focusing on integrating ERP solutions to connected devices. Now, connected devices basically consist of sensors, data loggers, which kind of generates constantly a lot of information over a frequency of time. Now, generally what happens is these data logs are maintained in a separate database or application, and users generally go into that application and access those data. But in the modern times, these data are basically fed into the ERP application itself and checked for any kind of discrepancies. There are also some use cases where ERP applications are even integrated with IoT devices. Some of the examples of IoT devices would be like your CCTV cameras, your Alexa, your Google Home. Now, modern days businesses sometimes even deploy these applications and have them integrated with ERP solutions to automate a lot of those functions, which can be either achieved through a visual medium or through speech synthesizers. All the integrations that happen with machine and hardware can be well contained within these four categories. Hope you would have got a great awareness on ERP's integration with software applications and hardware and machines. This video should give you all that you require at a very broad level to make your decisions with regards to integrating an ERP application to any software applications or hardware devices. Now, if you are a company from any kind of background or vertical, you might be a manufacturing company, you might be a trading company, you might be a project-based company, or a financial arm, or from hospitality. If you have a requirement of integrating your ERP solution with any kind of software applications or any kind of hardware and devices, please feel free to talk to us. We will be more than happy to have a one-on-one discussion with you. And this discussion for sure will have a lot of knowledge sharing where we can give you all the best practices with regards to ERP integrations. Thank you, and look forward to meeting you in one more interesting video with regards to ERP and its challenges.